I did a pretty good amount of research for this. I spent a good 10 minutes doing research on this shit. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock. This is a pretty good setup. I got a great setup for this joke. So I'm gonna be walking around and I'm gonna be doing my you were talking about Coldplay, right? So it's gonna be like an hour from now. Hour or two, there'll be like a sunrise. Okay. Wow, you are still distracted by that other thing. Whew. You are distracted, man. You are distracted. So it was I was really disappointed that I watched that Coldplay video. It wasn't very dark. It was nowhere near as dark as I'm in right now. So that's not that. This is a better darkness than his darkness. And it's gonna get lighter as an hour from now it'll be light. So what's your opinion on clickbait? Because Michelle Trachtenberg, she was Harriet the Spy. I think I saw that movie once. And I'm gonna try and jump on the bandwagon. I'm gonna name this video like my thoughts on Michelle Trachtenberg's death. Even though I don't really have any thoughts. I think I saw Harriet the Spy once. I think I saw her tits in like EuroTrip. So I don't really know that much about her, but I'm gonna name the video my thoughts on Michelle Trachtenberg. It's only gonna be like 5 minutes of me talking about her, or 2 minutes. But it'll be like a 3-hour video, and people will think like he has a 3-hour video on Michelle Trachtenberg. So Harriet the Spy. I'm gonna watch that movie in memory of her death. I think I remember the plot of the movie is she's like a middle schooler. She has a notebook, I think, and she writes down a bunch of shit, and then they find her notebook or something. So she's kind of a cunt in the movie, but she's like in middle school. She's like really young, I think. She was like and she was going around like Bob eats his gum and puts it under the desk. I don't know, I don't remember, but she wrote down a bunch of like. And then people find the notebook and they're like, "You can't go talking about how I stick gum under the desk," or whatever the fuck she was writing in her little spy notebook. So I identify as a spy, so that's the reason I remember that movie, I guess. So, and then they find her notebook, and she's a real fucking cunt in that movie. So I think it's got a happy. It's a Nickelodeon movie. It's got a happy ever. They kill her. She was kind of like a Rosenberg of her day. She was a middle school spy for the Russians. She helped get the nuclear bomb to Russia, I think, or China, or Iran, or Iraq, or something. I don't know. So that was why she died, I think. She died pretty young. She was like 39. So she's a co-evil of mine, I guess. She's like a year or two away from me. I guess she's older, right? She's 30. Am I 39? I don't even know. Am I 39? How old am I? She could be younger or older. She's probably a little older, I'm guessing. But a year or two away from me. So, good old. I was hoping she died of like a heroin overdose. It sounded like she wasn't a drug addict, at least. That's good news. Because Michelle Trachtenberg, she died of a heroin overdose. She was really sad. She did heroin 300 days a year. Nope. I think it was like a liver transplant or something. Well, no. Was she drinking a lot then? She must have been drinking a lot. I literally did zero research for this Michelle Trachtenberg speech. So this is turning into like a 5-minute thing now. So my original idea was going to be, my yellow jokes. I really want to do my yellow. And I went and watched the video. Not that good of a song. It was better in my memory. Because it was, in my memory, it was darker, and then it got lighter. It was pretty light in the beginning. And this, which is kind of a, I don't know. Then I thought of that song by Cohen, a little bit darker. Alright, it doesn't work. There's nothing right here. What other joke did I have? I thought I had some jokes, but I don't. And then I spent like an hour listening to like a system. Oh, listen to that stupid Tool song. The one, Disgust. I think it's called Disgust. Because it has like a 5-minute crickets chirping. Because I was talking about that last night. I was talking about crickets chirping. I think that's fucking cool. When you make a song that has crickets chirping for 5 minutes, I think that's pretty fucking ballsy. And it's a good song, because it's a... Does he get in a car wreck at the end, or what the fuck is he... He wakes up in a car? I don't even fucking know. It's too cerebral for me, but... Whatever. And then I listened to some System of a Down for some reason, because... The problem I have with System of a Down is they're way too open about... They have an agenda themselves, right? Like, it's like... Why do they always send the poor? Okay, you know, you're being kind of... They send the poor because the poor are stupid, Mr. System of a Down. What do you have, Downs? Of course they send the poor. Why do they always send the poor? Dumbass. Who are they going to send? Like, the valuable people? What a fucking retard. No wonder he's part of a System of a Down. Oh, well, some of his other songs are kind of catchy. There's some good melodies in there. You know, Spiders, I like Spiders. That was a good song. I remember listening to that in high school. Spiders and Sugar. I listened to Sugar. That was kind of a... I never saw the video for that, but I did... You know, it had a very catchy kind of thing going for it. Sugar! Aerials. I didn't listen to that one, but I remember that from high school, I guess. In the sky... And Spiders. Something about Spiders. The video is really shitty, but I remember listening to the CD that I pirated off of probably Winamx, or... I didn't pay for any of that shit, so I want to be very blunt. I never bought a System of a Down CD. I'm not a goy, okay? Only goys pay for music. Only the poor pay for music, okay? Why do they always send the poor? Because the poor are buying CDs, okay? If you're buying CDs, you deserve to go to war. You torrent the stuff off the internet. You get it off Winamx. You get it off Napster. You get it off of... They torrent it now, and then there's... You know. That's why they send the poor, Mr. He's from, I think, Yugoslavia or Serbia or something. He's got a Serbian name, I think. He's got curly hair and... cool voice, or he does have a good voice. I have to say, I'd buy his voice for $1. So I need a puppet that will talk really well. I can put my words in their mouth, and the voice will be very cool. He has a cool voice. I need to pay him. That'd be very ironic, because all his songs are kind of like about how there's a bunch of corruption and shit, and then I pay him off and I turn his voice into like a voice of the devil. I need to learn that guy's name too, because something Serbian. I don't like Serbians. All that Black Hand Society shit and Franz Ferdinand and bullshit. Fuck him. The spiders in the tomb. Dreams are made winding through Okay, stop. And that Yellow song was fucking dog shit. Had like 1 billion views too. Holy fucking shit. And it was called Yellow. I listened to the song. I still don't remember the lyrics. It was pretty fucking forgettable. Let's be. Did you have any other ideas? I could have swore I had other ideas, but I guess I don't. It's kind of how this works, I guess. I thought I had some ideas, and I don't. I didn't listen. YouTube was recommending me some Limp Bizkit, and I listened to like a couple Korn songs. They weren't bad, but they weren't good. And I think YouTube keeps sending me like the gayest fucking music. But some of it I listen to is that Two of Hearts song. It has like a Seth Green in it, because I know it from the movie Party Monster, and he does this little. They sing two of hearts that beat. I have listened to that song like probably 10 times in the past week. So maybe I don't like that YouTube algorithm. It's like a very ugly it keeps mirroring me back who I am, and I don't like looking in the mirror. So fuck you, YouTube algorithm. I don't want to look in a mirror. I want to look in. What's the opposite of a mirror? So I ate a whole thing of Cheetos last night, like a whole bag. I bet I'm going to get diarrhea, so this is not going to be good. Good thing YouTube doesn't know about me eating a whole thing of Cheetos, or they'd probably have me trying to look at Cheetos videos or something. So there's going to be some fucked up stomach stuff going on at some point. And they had RC Cola on sale. So there's this Norm Macdonald joke where he talks about how, like, if your favorite drink in the world is Coca-Cola, your least favorite drink in the world is Pepsi. And I can't tell, is he being is he joking, or is he like, I think like all Coke products kind of taste the same, because I was drinking an RC Cola last night, because they were buy one, get one free at Publix. And I didn't want to pay, because like, Coca-Cola is like, it's probably like, at Walmart, it's probably like $2.80 for a 2-liter. And I bought an RC Cola for like $1.50 for a 2-liter. And it's a cola. It tastes like cola. It's not really good. It's not really bad though either. He was joking, right, when he said that like the opposite of Coke, Coke and Pepsi are like 80%, 90% the same, right? I mean, like, I don't know. I can never tell when I listen to jokes sometimes if people are joking or not, or if are they playing with me, or are they playing with themselves on this one? Because I mean, Walmart, like Dr. Pibb and like Dr. Pepper, they're like 90% the same, right? Or can you really taste the difference between Dr. Pibb and Dr. Thunder? And I'm not a fucking wine snob of cola. So, I don't know. When I was a kid, you could go to Walmart and you could get a 2-liter of Walmart cola for like 50 cents. Hey, that green light went on because it's got motion detectors, I guess. So it detected me. I'm just trying to rob their house, and I don't like all these houses with motion detectors, because I'm trying to rob their house and they see me, which is really fucking uncool. It's so hard to rob houses now. I'm getting shot at and shit, And it was all yellow. Were there any other good Coldplay songs? I can't remember. I think I hummed that yesterday for like a long time, so I need a new song to hum. You can only hum a song for one walk session. You can't take a song you hummed yesterday. You have to get a new song to hum. So you could do like Aerials or Spiders, Sugar. Life feeds on life. Feeds on life. It's not very hummable. Two of Hearts. Two of Hearts. Nope, doesn't really hum that well. I do have to say, you people are not that bad. Your cities are not that bad when there's less of you people around. I must say, it's actually kind of nice. And there's only like 1/10 of the normal amount of people up. You people ain't that bad when you're sleeping. You should be like a vampire. You could just stay up all night, sleep during the day. Then I have to get some vitamin D somehow. I'd have to get like a tanning bed. Oh. I did like the tanning bed joke I did with the Terminators, because there's no such thing as a tanner. Anybody who's ever tanned in their life is literally a T800 recharging. So I don't know. I kind of like that joke, but it's Become a night security guard or something. Because it's crisp. It's nice at night because it's like crisper. It's colder. And I like the cold. I don't like the heat. I could get pale white skin and be a goth or a. I was on Civet AI and I was making there was this character. I was having her in a library blushing reading a book. So that's gonna be my new fetish. I'm just gonna make random characters from TV shows and movies read a book and blush. That'll be a new sexual fetish. It'll be blushing reading a book. Laura. They're called Lauras. A Laura is it's like a program. So if I said do a plank would be like it's a meme, I guess. It's a Laura. It's a, I don't know how you explain it. A pose, If I said, like a person rubbing sticks together to make a fire, you can imagine that, right? Like, that's what a Laura is. It's a meme. You don't have to get all Dawkins on you, right? Do I have to explain memes to you? What is a meme? Rubbing sticks together to start a fire is a meme, I guess. Is that a meme? I think it is. That guy's rubbing sticks together to try and start a fire. Look at that meme. Okay, stop singing the Coldplay song. There's no light yet. There's still no light. Where are you, son? This is going to turn into like a Teletubbies joke where there's a baby and a sun. Hee hee. Okay. I didn't bring my ball with me either. Shit, should have brought my ball. You could go back and get your ball. No, I'm not going to do that. Here's the burned lawn guy, remember? That's don't go fucking with the sod soldier, man. He will burn your fucking lawn, you fucking people. Why do they always send the poor? Because you people don't pay your sod bills and then you get your lawn burned by the sod mafia. That's why they always send the poor, Mr. System of bring your own booze. BYOB, bring your own booze. I don't want to get all Marxist on you. Isn't religion? Well, that's opiate of the masses. That's not opiates and alcohol are different drugs. Dumbass. Don't get your drugs mixed up. The opiate of the masses. The alcohol of the masses. The festival of the masses. Oh, you had a joke you were thinking of, what if there's like a jester, and they're like there's an asteroid coming towards the Earth, and they're like, because it would be like a jester joke where you mix that with the what is it, the wolf tale? The little kid who keeps screaming wolf. Yet you feed us lies from the tablecloth. Dun da 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 da. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Do 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 do. Dancing in the desert, dancing in the desert, having a good time. Everybody's in the desert having a good time. I like half of that song, and I don't like the other half. I don't like the part where he's all angry. Oh, I listened to that song Stan. I listened to the 8-minute version. Here's my notes to Mr. Eminem. You need to cut out the guy out of that. So take the guy who script and just have the girl sing. Edit the song. So it's just Dido singing. I don't like the guy in that song. He's not very, it's very abrasive listening to this Stan and then this other rapper. It's like I feel embarrassed for the... Here's a question. Why was that lady hooking up with that Stan fella? That lady needs to write her own song. Like, I'm hooking up with a guy who has an obsession with a rapper guy. What was he, like a fry cook or something? I don't know. This is... Dear Eminem, my boyfriend is crazy. Will you save me from my boyfriend? I'm Stan's girlfriend. She's kind of I want to say Leopold and Loeb, but it's not Leopold and Loeb. It's there's some book about, there's Romeo and Juliet, and there's those douchebags that are the side characters. She's kind of the douchebag side character of the Romeo and Juliet. Because the real love story there is between Stan and Eminem, not Stan and his girlfriend. He's the one dyeing his hair, right? Rosencrantz and something. I don't know. I never read it, but I know there's a story about it, right? Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Do 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 do. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. Yeah, that's a cool one. And then just cut out that angry part of him being all angry. That song would be like 10 times better. I'm telling you, man. I know how to make songs better, right? I know what to edit out. I'm an editor. John Mass. You gonna sneak through the park? It's illegal. It's not daylight yet, so to go through the park would be breaking the rules. You devil, you devilish dog, you dirty devil, you... I guess I'll go right. I don't want to break... You could follow the highway. You could go left and follow the highway. You go right and follow the highway. Which way are you gonna go? These are the meaningful choices you have to make in life. Because what if there was like a cop in there and he like pulled a gun on you? He was like, you were trespassing on Dilbert's Park. Okay. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. I wouldn't take that guy's opinion too seriously. He's from like Serbia. Those people are really, really, really sane when it comes to their policies. Yugoslavia, Serbia, all that. Isn't that all connected together? Those are some of the sanest people you will ever meet. Says Slobodan Milosevic. What if I was wrong? What if that is not even the same country? I don't know that area. Is that even really Europe? That's kind of like a Middle East area, isn't it? Like Southeast Europe is kind of the Middle East of Europe, I guess. Version 7.0, looking at life through the eyes of a tired heart. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of a city, You, how do you own the word, how do you own the disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred and the secret and silence and sleep. Somewhere. Okay, stop singing. If someone saw me, they would think I actually like I was mocking the band, right? Or no? Or was I I don't even know. Was I mocking them or not? Maybe. How is eating seeds a past? People still eat seeds today, right? I mean, I don't know, man. It's some of this shit goes over my head, I think. I feel like something's going on in this world. Like, people don't eat seeds anymore. When did this happen? Like, I'm pretty sure people still eat seeds. Eating seeds is a postmodern activity. The viscosity, you're trying to change the lyrics here to try and viscosity, something about oil. Yeah, not gonna work. I thought you had something here. Do you have anything? Do you have anything to contribute? Not really. Nothing to contribute here. Just nothing to contribute. Fuck. There's a River Hill School. It's a hill. There's not really that much of a hill. Well, okay, it's kind of a hill. I don't know. There's no river around here, right? I mean, where's the river? It's kind of lame. Is it a religious school? Is it like a private religious? Or is it just it says academic excellence. So I think it's you have to pay for it. So eating cheese is a pastime activity. The opacity, obliqueness. Okay, come on, something new, something better. Come on, creation, fireball, ice ball. How do you own the world? How do you own it? By with power, I guess, force. There's anarchy and there's order. So you force order onto chaos. It's a very ugly thing to do, but someone has to do it. It's an ugly job, but somebody has to force order on chaos. How do you own the world? How do you own the world? I guess you can get like a sheet of paper. You get a sheet of paper and own it. How do you own disorder, disorder? Now, somewhere... I'm not even a Christian, and I keep thinking of that one where like Jesus was like a, pay unto Caesar what is Caesar's. It's so fucking passive aggressive. It's like, because I have all this anger towards authority, and I think the problem I have now is they want you to, the right is going to be in control, and they're supposedly Christian, but you pay unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but that doesn't mean you actually have to have an enthusiasm, right? I mean, isn't that the whole Christian thing? Like, okay, the Satanists are in control. You're in control. We won't do anything, but we're gonna, I fuck you from the side. But now that they're in control, they want you to be all like joyful and. But as a Christian, I think that you can't. I'm not a Christian, but if I was, I'd be like, you can't have. Christianity is only good as a religion if it's the underdog. It's got to be the underdog religion. So. Underdogs, there's a dog for you. Speaking of dogs, once Christianity becomes the dominant religion, it becomes very weird. How do you have a humility contest? Like first one to 100 humility wins. I like my Christians without power, not with power. So I'm a Satanist, I guess. So. Big fan of the Satan. Not really. I mean, maybe. Everybody's Satan, I guess. Everybody's got a little Satan in them. Got a little cartoon thing, the cartoon devil on your shoulders. How do you own disorder, disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep, disorder, disorder, disorder. Such mediocrity. For me, I mean, I'm talking about me. I can't do that song that well. Come on, how much longer do I got to do my Coldplay joke? How much more time till the sun comes up here? I can do my great 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100 Coldplay parody. You don't actually have a parody. You're just gonna. What'll probably happen is you'll be talking about something else, and then you'll be like, oh, hey, it's light. And then you'll do like a little jiggy of like a 1 minute song, and then you'll forget about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you expect? You expect them, you get fed lies from the table. So it's like a dog analogy because you feed dogs like from the table. If you're a good dog owner, you don't feed them from the tablecloth. You have dog food. That's actually bad dog management. It teaches them to, if you're a good manager, you don't feed your dogs from the tablecloth. You teach your dogs to not look at you when you're eating. Anyone who knows anything about fucking dogs, Mr. Serbia, you know, I'm from the South. The Southern plantation African folk didn't stare at the white people while they ate, right? They had their own eating area. They were given their own eating times probably and their own eating foods. God, he knows nothing about management. Mr. Serbia, Slovakia, Serbia-Slovakia. And yet, that's his problem. He did not have a good manager. If he would have had a good manager, he would have known. He wouldn't be using analogies like feed us lies from the tablecloth because, only a person who has been managed badly has been fed lies from the tablecloth. Oh, fucking A, baby. Fucking A. Dun 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 dun. Hey, you really needed to do more research. You got nothing to talk about. You should have watched. But then your timing would have been off for the. You could just do like a 2-hour walk and then not a full city, just a half city. And then you go watch that Michelle Trachtenberg movie. How much battery life do I have? I only charged this thing for like an hour. Michelle Trachtenberg, the Helen of Troy of the day. That's the real reason, BYOB was Michelle Trachtenberg, because that's probably why everybody's going to the desert to have a good time. So that's why they were dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. EuroTrip, boobies. She was a surfboard, right? Yeah, she was a surfboard. Probably like bees. I grade her. It's a terrible joke. Don't go grading women based on their breast size. That's very sexist. Breast size is about how much milk can be given to your child. So yes, it is okay to grade women based on their breast size. Okay. She would have not been very good at giving breast milk, probably. I don't know. Is Is there a statistical correlation between breast size and the amount of milk that can be, you know, she's an A cup. She could do, you know, your kid literally starves to death. Is that true? Is that not? I need a doctor's advice here. I have no clue how that system works. I'm not a doctor. I just pretend to be when I need to. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. There's no sunshine, so someone blew the sunshine up. That's why there's no sun. I guess they could do like we could have done what they did in Russia. You could just go into your prisons and grab all your prison people and put them into, what was that fucking company called with the bald guy? I don't remember. He died in an airplane crash. See, that's the thing. If you were gonna be like a billionaire, I'd want to be a billionaire and no one knows it. You just like walk around and you'd be like, I'm just like you people. Because the second they find out, they're gonna put bombs in your airplane and shit. You know, or they're gonna be like Eminem. They're gonna try and look at your cock when you're taking a piss. You know, that sounds really unfun. So I'd rather just be a nobody. I'd rather be an everyman. The everyman. I am everyman. I'm not Superman. I'm everyman. 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 You had another one. You had what was it? It was you had another Donald Trump joke. It was a Donald Trump joke. You had one. I could have swore I had one. It was I don't remember it. Shit. It was like the greatest Donald Trump joke ever. It was like the sickest burn. It would have burned him so hard, his hair would have literally caught on fire. That's how hot of a burn it was. It would have left him in a tiz, a huss and a tiz. A sigh, a huss, a tiz, a sigh. Huh. One time I saw him like mowing a lawn. He missed a patch. Just like a little patch on the corner. You know. What else? So I need to write a new song that replaces Yellow, but with something better, like a good sunrise song. There's probably a bunch of sunrise songs. So I actually forget. Like, I was listening to that music on YouTube for like 30 minutes or an hour. Some of that music was actually pretty decent. I have to say, it was my feet were going up and down in a rhythmic pattern to the music. It was very, you know, you humans can make some catchy shit. You got some catchiness in you. You know, you can make catchy shit if you put your minds to it. Turn into something beautiful. You know Yeah, you sang that yesterday. Shut up, dude. One song per day. Don't repeat songs. You gotta force. It's called music discipline. It's not muzzle discipline, it's music discipline. You forgot to look up the gun numbers too. You never did look up the gun numbers, did you? Is the new bullet it's a higher velocity from my memory, but it's not is it a bigger bullet or is it the same size? I do not know. I think they had to reinforce the barrels because the barrels are going to have more, because, the velocity is the speed, I guess, right? So it's higher velocity, I think. I don't know. Statistically, I think most kills, in like World War I, it was all artillery. It was like 80% of the kills were from artillery. So your machine guns and guns matter, but probably not as much as you think. It's more, I wonder what percentage is drones now and how much of it is, your M4s. I did see some Russian shit where they would kill the people while they were going trench clearing. Trench clearing is where you get in a trench and you get to find people in a trench and you get to kill them. And they're wearing like GoPros. Very, very cool. Because, back in the old days, the home front didn't have to see those trench clearing videos. And then there was this one video where there was like a guy on the ground and there's a UAV over him. And he's like looking at the UAV and he knows he's going to die. And I think he sticks the gun in his mouth and shoots himself. Because they can drop little grenades out of the UAVs now. Because a grenade, I don't know what a grenade costs. I would guess $20 bucks, $50. I don't know how much a grenade costs. A bullet costs like 50 cents, maybe $1. They can drop a little $50 grenade on a fella. Kind of cool. That's why they send the poor, because you don't want to, $50 for a kill is, you don't want to send expensive people who can get killed by $50. So, there's another answer for you, Slobodan Milosevic. The GoPro probably costs more than the grenade, right? Oh, man. Poor Zelensky. He's going to have to give up all his mineral resources. Poor little fella. Poor little fella. I almost feel bad for him, but then I remember he's not me, so I don't actually feel bad for him. So, that's kind of nice. There's a bird over there, I guess. What if that wasn't a bird? What if it was like a robot? There's like a secret slang. It's like a UAV robot maybe over there. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Give $1 for that. You still have that, you are still fucking obsessed. Because everything you're talking about is really an abstraction from something that's in your head. God, you are so unhealthy. You unhealthy little sick fuck. Oh, man. They wanted you to admit what you wanted. Ooh. The greatest joy in life is to overthrow someone. There's a line from The Devil's Advocate that I always liked. It's, the best thing in life is to fuck someone over and then them not to have seen you coming. It's, because it's one thing for Brock Lesnar to fuck you over. It's another thing for, it's, the line he has is something like, this lady looks at you and she's like, she thinks she got fucked by Brock Lesnar and she looks over and it's this little hunchback. I don't know how tall De Niro is, but, is he a tall guy? I think he's probably short. Most actors are short. So, they knew you were pretending to be short. Those devil dogs. So if I was doing it over again, I would have had to say something like, I need to know every dollar that goes in and out of here, and I'll sign an NDA for it. Because I have no problem signing an NDA for them. But I'm not going to fucking make them money if they're not going to let me know the money I'm making them. I have literally no problem making people money, but fuck you if you want me to play blind. Fuck you. Fuck you hard, man. I'm not playing blind. Imagine if they made baseball players play like that. You go up there to bat, they make you wear like a blindfold. You don't even know if you get to hit the ball or not. Nice. They just want to steal your fucking ideas. I'm a communist kind of, I guess. What is communism? I don't even know. I sound like a Marxist now. Yeah, I sound like a Marxist. Shit. The proletariat. The bourgeoisie makes the people come together. Yeah. Fucking retards at that place. He's an elitist snob, yes he is. Yes he is. He's an elitist snob, yes he is, yes he is. Like an invasive weed. I get my kudzu roots in there. Fuck yeah, baby. Get that kudzu and shit, baby. That is the one thing I always enjoyed about capitalism. It's the extreme predatorialness of it. That always puts a smile on my face. Imagine a world of 8 billion predators. Kind of puts a nice. I like that. That's cool. Become a parody of a comedy, of a tragedy, of a drama, of a musical. I'm not gonna go look at the flames. I don't feel like looking at flames. You could go over to Hickory Hills and look at the burning W's. Not today, buddy. Not today. So where will you be when the sun comes up? You will be you're going to come out by Hickory Hills, so you'll go, I guess you're going to go down to Crystals. You'll be around Crystals, right? Probably. So you're going to do a small walk, probably only like 2 hours, 2.5, and then you're going to probably take a shit, because I'm pretty sure these Cheetos are not going to land well in my stomach. And then you'll watch a Michelle Trachtenberg movie, looking for what is the deeper meaning of the movie Harriet the Spy. And then, I don't know, something like that. Yet you feed us lies from the tablecloth. Doot, 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 doot. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Doot, 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 doot. Okay. Oh well, at least I have the makings of a varsity comedian, because I have no boundaries or healthy ability to create any sense of boundary in this world. Because I'm like that Serbian guy How do you put order onto chaos? I don't see it, but I'm having a hard time putting order onto chaos there, friendo. Buddy. Don't blame me. I voted for Buddy Lee. You know, my brain jumps around. I got Buddy Lee on the brain. Did he sell dungarees or did he sold blue jeans. He had blue jeans and you know, don't blame me. I voted for Buddy Lee. He was like a Chucky doll, but less threatening. So that's who Buddy Lee was. He was a Chucky doll who sold Levi jeans, maybe? I don't know. Everybody's going to the party to hang out with Buddy Lee. He's selling Levi jeans. So you're looking to use songs as some sort of glue to attach random memories and things to in an attempt to patchwork some sort of, I don't know, this is very... The Abstract Store, what was that store downtown called? It was the Abstract Store. It was the Abstract Store. Going on down to the Abstract Store to get me some abstract stuff. So that's what I am, I guess. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say that I am? The paper, the news, every day, I am. I do not know. That is just the way I am. Okay, cool. Yeah, your stomach's gonna be fucked up. Nice. You might need to turn around now. Ah, yeah, baby. I was reading about it. I was watching a YouTube video on the Bacon and Shays rebellion. One of the rebellions, they didn't even kill the guy. Like, so Washington didn't even kill, I think it was Bacon. I don't know which one. He didn't kill one of them. I didn't watch the video on the second one, so maybe he was really brutal on the second one. Maybe Trotsky'd the fucker. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, George Washington had an ice pick stuck through either Shay or Bacon's head, maybe. Be kind of hot. Good old Stalin. He has no identity. He is nothing but a chameleon. Do the chameleon. Do the chameleon. Oh, man. Need to learn to do the chameleon. Dun 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 dun. Do the chameleon. Nice. He's a parody of a comedy, of a musical, of a tragedy, of a drama, of a comedy, musical drama. Nope. Yeah, I need to go see that Michelle Trachtenberg movie. That'll entertain me for a couple hours. Harriet the Spy. What is she spying on today? She's spying on... The sun's still not out. It's, what time is it? It's 5:03. 5:03. Okay, that's the seconds. It says the seconds, so. Note to self. It is not sunlight at 5:03. Isn't there like a farmer's almanac or something? You could Google that probably. That's cool. The chameleon. The chameleon. Do 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 do. Eat some cheese and make a turkey sandwich. Put some ham on a club sandwich. Do the chameleon. He's very observant. He's Mr. Observer. Mr. Observer is Mr. Observant. He just observes things. He's Harriet the Spy. I sexually identify as Harriet the Spy. I've got a notebook, and I walk around, and I don't have a notebook, I have a phone, I guess. I don't think that's a sexual orientation. I think that's just a job. A spy would be a job. Technically everyone's a spy. Aren't you all gathering information at all times? I wonder what it's like to live a life where you're not gathering information. That must be like the coolest life ever. Like, I know the answer to everything. I don't have to gather any more information. You fucking lucky piece of shit. I hate your guts. Literally, I literally hate you. People who don't have to gather information. This is actually a fact-gathering mission. I'm not actually walking around. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for facts. I don't want to get all Ben Shapiro on you. I'm looking for facts, not feelings. Are these feelings or facts? I can never remember. I always get those two mixed up. Are these facts or feelings? Dear Ben Shapiro, I have a hard time determining the difference between a fact and a feeling. Is there a test? Is there an empirical test to know the difference between a fact and a feeling? It's a... Don't stop. There's a bunch of songs with the term feeling in them, right? Probably. I don't know. You just like that quote. Facts don't care. Facts don't care about your feelings. Feelings don't care about your facts. Facts and feelings are actually interconnected. There's a very it's very yin-yang-y. It's an Ouroboros relationship. Facts and feelings are very Ouroboros. I like to use that word because I wonder what Ouroboros actually is symbolic of. Why does a snake eat itself? Does anyone know why would a snake eat itself? It just sounds, you just throw it on the end of anything. I was eating a pizza from Domino's the other day. Very, very much like an Ouroboros experience, because the Domino's pizza, I would eat it and then I would shit it out, and then the Domino's would go into the toilet and then it would turn into fertilizer. The tree of life. It's very tree of life, Mufasa shit, right? So, is that kind of like what Ouroboros is? Not really. I don't know what Ouroboros is. I just like to say it because it's a fun term to say, I guess. It's a snake eating itself. Don't tread on me because I'm a snake eating itself. And you could have a snake cut into pieces on a flag and it's eating itself. That'd be very... Do the chameleon. Everybody's going to the desert to have a real good time. Dancing in the desert. Blowing up the sunshine. Scorpions in the desert, scorpions and frogs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles are not frogs. Were there ever any battle toads? There was battle toads, so they were frogs. So I don't know. I don't trust them battle toads, man. They dangerous. So battle toads, turtles. There was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's turtle soup. There's duck soup. Never had duck soup. What else is there? There's soup. There's a lot of soup. There's here's the Ashley Home Store. Da 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 da. To the chameleon. A facade wrapped in a wrapper wrapped in a onion shell, wrapped in a what are those dolls that the Russians have, where the doll is inside of the doll, inside of the doll, inside of the doll, inside of the doll. You just do a bunch of rapping jokes. That's where rap comes from. Something like that. I don't know. Better use cars for less. Alabama, Arkansas. That was what they were playing last time here, right? You didn't walk by here, did you? Yesterday you walked, where did you walk yesterday? You did. What did you walk? You walked. Okay, so you came out by Crystals, right? Yeah, that's where you came out by. Okay. Alabama, Arkansas. Change lucky is. Oh, there's a lot of people. Yeah, well, it's like 6 o'clock. What is it? 5:15. Yeah, there's a pretty good amount of people at the gym. 15, 20 cars. Note to Harriet the Spy journal. 15, 20 cars. 10 cars. Probably. I don't know. I can't read cars. Alabama, Arkansas. Version 7.0, looking at life through the eyes of a tired heart. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of it. When you eat seeds, you shit them out, and the seeds become. It's very Ouroboros-ish, or the circle of life. Mufasa. There's Mufasa, and what was the little lion's kid? What was his name? Mufasa was the James Earl Jones. And the other one, Simba, we eat the seeds and we shit them out and they become trees. Because the plants, that's why they have seeds. They have delicious fruit and we eat them and then we shit the seeds out. And the seeds become plants, Simba. Okay there, Mufasa. How do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Now, somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep. Disorder. You could do like a Joe. What was that? What was that guy's name from Seven? the fella, what was his name? John Doe. How do you sleep? There's a sin on every corner. And then I go cut my fingers off. That'd be kind of cool. If you're a policeman and you see a guy who cut all his fingers off, be very wary. That guy's in the, it's kind of like a Yakuza thing, right? It'd be like a pinky, cutting your pinkies off. Always be on the lookout for people who cut their fingertips off. Very, Mm-hmm. 7.0, looking at life through the eyes of a tired heart. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity ever city. How do you own the world? You get deeds and guns, deeds. You probably want to get like a community sort of thing. You got like the settlers. They probably had like a militia. They took the land and they had a militia. So if the Indians came, the militia would form up. The Minutemen. They were probably like Minutemen to fight the Indians when they were taking the land. That's probably how they did it. I remember there was that picture in the 4th grade. There was that guy, that black fellow with all those scars on his back. That's how you create order out of discipline. You whip the shit out of them, I guess. How to create order out of discipline. It's a lot of sternness. A lot of sternness. Reminds me of that. Was it Adam Herb Slinger? I would sit beside him in like the 4th or 5th grade, and we'd make these little comments on the books. Nice. So that was my peer then. I was peers with a kid who he threw a pencil at the teacher one year. That was kind of funny. Or that was a dramatic moment. You know, you're in an elementary school, and you know, we only had like 10 or 20% Africans. We didn't have a very tough school. And this white kid threw a pencil sort of at the teacher. I don't know if he threw it at her, or a pen. And his name was Adam Egich. No, his name was Adam. His name was what was his name? His name was Barry. His name was Bob. Shit, you doxed a fucker, man. You suck. Don't go doxing people. So he probably had boundary issues, because you shouldn't be that angry when you're in the 4th grade. Why would you be that angry in the 4th grade? So, not good for him. Not good, mister. Not good. You should go find the kid, try and become his friend. I will fix Adam Herb Slinger. Someone called him he was selling pot, supposedly, when I was in the end of high school. What if he had his shit together? That'd be kind of funny. Like, I've got a family, I've put my shit together. I'm no longer a herb slinger. I haven't seen the kid since like the 4th grade, by the way, so I heard secondhand stories about him in high school from a kid I knew in elementary school. So I want to be very clear, I didn't meet the kid in high school. I knew him in elementary school, and you know, in hindsight, you're like, oh, that's what that person will end up being when they're in high school / in their 20s. So, kind of a sad story, I guess. I don't know. He had a very, we would walk around, because you were supposed to run around in PE. We would walk around we would always just walk around. And then the day we were supposed to run for the mile, he actually ran really fast. He was probably in the top 5 of the runners. I couldn't run. I was a fat kid, actually, so that's not that cool, but he was a scrawny little fucker. He could run. I was going to join his cult. Should have joined his cult, I guess. The cult of the herb slingers. I wasn't smoking pot though, because I was probably a pretty good kid then. I don't know. Maybe. Was I a bad kid in elementary school? Seriously? I guess I was. I ate glue sticks, right? Did I eat glue sticks? I did that, right? I did that. I think I did that, maybe. I did that, says my memory. I did that, says my ego. I did that, says something. Simon says you did that. Simon says you did that. There's a good one. I'm Adam Erslinger. He's my foil in this story now. I will understand myself by understanding the herb slinger. Most people who deal drugs are just doing it to make money, probably. It's not really they are the demon spawn preying on our children. Because the ones you got to be careful of are the demon spawns who are like half intelligent. Because I'm a demon spawn, but I'm like half intelligent. You know, it doesn't. If a person's got like an 80 IQ and they're a demon spawn, he wasn't dumb though, right? Was he? He was. I don't know how smart he was actually. It's a good question, you know, because there's intellectual intelligence and then there's emotional. He had low emotional intelligence because he threw a pencil at the teacher. I've never done that, right? I've never thrown a pencil at a teacher. I've cut my nose off a couple times, but I've never. I make sure to. You gotta know those boundaries, right? You know I make jokes about throwing pennies at cops. I would never actually throw a penny at a cop. You know, penny Penny for your thoughts. The evil builds up inside of me. I get possessed by the devil. Oh, yes. What time is it? It's 5:28. Still no sun. Still no Coldplay song. Very, very uncool. So you're going to figure this out by walking around for... By walking around for 10,000 hours, I'm going to eventually figure this shit out. That's my goal. 10,000 hours walking around, I will put my brain into some sort of... whatever the opposite of anarchy is. Karki. Order. I will put order on my brain. I will domesticate the dog. I will get the dog to heel. I will be like that Joker guy in The Master. I will touch the window, and then I will touch the wood, and then I will touch the window, and then I will touch the wood. I will touch the window, and then I will touch the wood. I will touch the window. I will touch the wood. I will build a time machine, and then I'll go back in time, and I'll build another time machine and go back farther in time. And then I'll build a time machine, and I'll go back farther in time. And then I'll build a time machine, and I'll go back farther in time. And I'll build another time machine and go farther back in time. And then, you know what I'll do after that? I'll build another time machine and go back farther in time. Huh. That's an idea. And it was called Yellow. Why is it called Yellow? You should have just read like a synopsis of what the song means. Because instead of I listened to the song one time, and I probably looked at it for like 30 seconds because I didn't like the guy's face, and it wasn't very dark. And I thought it was going to be darker in the beginning, and it was actually quite light in the beginning. So it was not a very good video. Boo! Darker in the beginning, lighter at the end. I would have maybe supported it. Oh yeah. It is darkest before the dark. And it was called Yellow. Here's a cop car. Is that a cop car? I can't even tell. It's a police car. Yeah, he is a police car. He's a police car. He's a cop. I got a penny for you, buddy. Come at me, buddy. I'm wearing a yellow shirt. He knows I'm not dangerous. You can't run with a yellow shirt. If I was going to run from him, I have to take the yellow shirt off. I've got a black shirt underneath. It's like a camo. I got one of them Ghost in the Shell camo things under this. I wish. That'd be kind of hot. God, I got to get me one of them Ghost in the Shell camouflage suits. Imagine how fucking cool I'd be if I had one of them. Yeah, that'd be hot. I could steal anything I wanted. I'd be Mr. Thief. Mr. Thief. You're still, oh yeah, you're still alone. You never really liked the camo part. You liked well, the first time you watch it, that you'll remember that. You'll remember the scene where they're fighting in the water. There's that scene, and then there's the kill scene from the hotel. For action scenes, in terms of action scenes, it's got the kill scene from the hotel. It's got the fighting scene in the water. It's got I always thought the scene that was really interesting was the one where they hack the driver, and the driver's like, "Those memories were not real." You know that, right? I always thought that was kind of. The older you get, you're like, "Oh shit, those memories were not real." I feel like that truck driver from Ghost in the Shell. Shit. Those memories were not real? Holy fucking shit. Someone cyber brain hacked me? Fuck you. I don't like this shit. I don't like being cyber brain hacked. Not cool, buckaroo. Not cool. I need like a coffee and like a Whopper sandwich. Maybe a biscuit with like a sausage, some grape jelly, and a coffee. So I can digest my cyber brain hacking, I guess. I don't know. I was cyber brain hacked as a child. Nice. I was... Okay, the Puppet Master? Seriously, you're going Puppet Master jokes now? That's very... You know, for you I bleed myself, try. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Ooh. It's kind of like that movie, Gone Girl, when she's on vacation. And those people are like, hey, she doesn't add up, and they rob her. I always felt bad for that Gone Girl. Too bad she got robbed by the... And she had to hang out with Barney Stinson. That must have sucked. Who wants to hang out with Barney Stinson? Although that is one of the most erotic sex scenes I've ever seen. It's very... I don't know, what do you call that? Praying mantis, the killing during conception. I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1. I want my... What was that lady's name from GoldenEye? She would strangle the fella to death. Yeah, nice. Natasha Onatop. Onatop. Her name was Onatop. There you go. Onatop. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the star. No stars, so it's kind of cloudy. No shining stars. They do not shine for you. There's literally no stars? Seriously? Do I see any star? There's a star. There's one star. I see one star. Right? Is that a plane? It's a star. La Femme Nikita. Why do you want to say that? I have no clue. I don't even think I ever watched that. It was about a La Femme Nikita. Is it like a femme fatale? It's French, so it's a La Femme, female. La Femme Nikita. And her name was Nikita? I don't know. Probably. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for... You said you weren't going to sing that song, right? You got to do System of a Down now. System of a Down. There's a star. Is that... There are 2 stars? Yeah, there's 2 stars. Okay, 2 stars. And there's some sun. A little bit of sun maybe coming up somewhere. There's that hint of a hint of a hint. There's a cloud. Is it coming from that direction? It's coming from that direction then. Okay. Yeah, you're going to do that gaslighting joke. You had a gaslighting joke. Because gaslighting's pretty fun. So I'm gonna gaslight. How many narcissists does it take to change a light bulb? Narcissists don't use the light bulbs. They gaslight. Huh? Yeah? Huh? They use those, like Hickory Hills, they have gas lights in the front. They don't have electric lights. Nice. How many light bulbs does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know. It's not going anywhere. These jokes are not going anywhere. And it was cold yellow. Oh well. So suck my toe all the way. to Mexico. When you're there, comb your hair, and don't forget your underwear. There was that one kid, he was kind of, and then after high school, he became almost like cooler. Like the guy sold drugs, but he was like cool drug seller. Like a cool drug seller. How many cool drug sellers? Most of the time when you're a drug seller, you're not cool, right? Or is it? It's a cool job, I guess. I don't know. If you do it well, I guess, is what defines coolness. Is coolness like being good at something, professional? Good question. He was a professional drug seller. He did it professionally. He didn't do it professionally. He just I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if he used that one kid. He used him. He learned everything from him. I wonder if he moved on. I bet he did well for himself, actually. Did you break back? I only knew that kid in elementary school. I didn't know him after. I never knew him in middle school or high school. So I don't know. That's you're playing on your elementary school naiveness to make commentary on somebody. That's kind of mean. Because you haven't met the kid since he was like 8 or 9 or 5th grade. You're 10, right? So 5 plus 5 is 10. He would have been 9 or 10 the last time I saw him. So you're allowed to make commentary on 10-year-olds, right? I was a 10-year-old. He was I don't know. That's a good question. Did I break a boundary there? I probably did. I'm a boundary breaker. I like breaking boundaries. Dang it. That's not cool. Now I feel like the bad guy. Am I the bad guy? Am I the bad guy? Am I that guy from falling down? Do I have an AT4 and a briefcase and a white? Is it a blouse? What is a blouse for a male? What's a button-up shirt called for a male? I don't know. A white, the dress shirt. It's called a dress shirt. It's called a blouse for a female, right? A white button-down shirt is a blouse. And for male, it is yeah. And all the things you do. Where's the sun coming from? Which direction? That way? It's coming from that way? I think it's coming that way. Huh. You're still... So, are you defending your ego there in your head? I think you are. That's what you're doing, you little sick fuck. He's creating laws and contraptions. He's a creator. I'm a creator. I'm an artist. I'm a professional liar. I'm full of shit. 150% full of shit. Nice. You're into something beautiful. Blue light, camera, doorbell. I think you were more worried about the Cheetos than they ended up being. I'm still going back, but I mean, like, the Cheetos did not end up giving me diarrhea, I don't think. But then again, it's a dangerous thing to do, to eat a whole bag of Cheetos. I think that's going to end up backfiring on you at some point. So they're just so good-ish. They're not good, but I don't know, they aren't really that good. You would have been better off eating like hamburgers or something, or a hamburger. That would have been good. Chicken sandwich, maybe. Cheese and chicken. Turn. Cuppy. His license plate says Cuppy. Nice. Cuppy. He sells cups for a living. He's a professional cup maker. 90% of cups sold in the United States come from Cuppy. He's the head Cuppy guy. All cups. He has a cup patent, probably. The patent of cups. Okay. Wow, this really is just you grasping for straws. Are there any straws around here? I need some straws to grasp. Some straws to grasp. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. Look at the stars. Everybody's going to the party. Have a real good time. Dancing in the desert. Blowing up the sunshine. What are they, like sun crushers? Are they shooting like sun crusher torpedoes into the sun and blowing up the sun? Thanks, Anik. Who are the Skywalker children? Weren't they in the sun crusher? Was it Kylo? Was his name in the 90s before? When did they make that first Star Wars remake? Was it like a 14 or 15? And they finished it in like. When did they finish it? Like 19 or 20? Did he stop acting? That one fellow from, what was that fellow's name from Cruel Intentions? What was his, Ryan? It wasn't Ryan Gosling. It was, the one with curly hair. What was his fucking name? I gotta do like an impression of him. There's this impression of him from this one movie. I gotta learn to do that one better. That is your problem. All the morals I know I have to learn from movies. It's a terrible life to live. You're always looking for, because you're always watching a movie going, hey, is there a moral in this movie I can take? Is there a worldview? Is it a gestalt? I don't know, I need a gestalt or is that a beehive on that tree? I think that's that part of the limb. I can't tell. Does it matter? Does it really matter? You're walking by a house and there's what looks like a beehive or something, or a big bag on the tree. Does it matter, man? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. It all connects, okay? Baltimore. The real character is Baltimore, okay? The real character, the whole time, the real character was Baltimore, or the world. The world was the actual character. You people are just like the cells in the, I don't want to get all Gaia on you. You know Gaia is. She was that lady from Captain Planet, right? She was a lady, right? She was not very, that was a pretty conservative dress. My experience with Gaia is she's been pretty slutty. Gaia's a pretty slutty lass. She's kind of a coquettish whore. She was kind of tan, wasn't she? She was. Gaia is white, okay? People are going to tell you Gaia's black or Indian or Chinese. She was white. She was Caucasian. Everybody knows Gaia is Caucasian. That'd be kind of fun if people started like Hollywood in an attempt to get more dollars and stuff, they just started whitewashing stuff. Because it was always like, you take stuff and you change ethnicities and stuff. And then what if you went the other direction? Like, I don't know, this isn't that funny. Oh, shit. I'm just trying to come up with ideas here, okay? Whitewash all your movies completely. That feeling of hollowness descends upon me as I realize I'm either the tip of the spear or I am the bonsai charge of the spear. I'm the bonsai charge of the spear. I'm the thing that gets sacrificed, I guess. I'm the sacrificial. I'm the man who stands up and says, let's whitewash movies. Let us whitewash the movies. I can't really think of a good example off the top of my head. I was trying to think of something like Cleopatra. You just make all the Egyptians become white, maybe, or. I miss the 80s and 70s when you could just look at the color of the skin and know who was the good guy and the bad guy. Those were the good old days. This guy's got a blue light. That's kind of cool. Good for you, blue light fella. Was your elephant is the elephant for Alabama, or is he a Republican? Is he part of he's both, probably. I don't know. Maybe he's both. He's got a blue light on the mailbox, too. Nice. Oh, Christian thing on the door. Definitely a Republican. That's very biased of you. Don't go. That's judgmental. Don't judge. Judge lest ye be judged lest. Don't throw blue lights at people who have elephants in their front yard. Elephants are pretty dangerous. They weigh like, I wonder what an elephant weighs, like 5-10 tons. Don't go fucking with people who have elephants. Yeah, if you were going to join a political party based on the animal they have, would you rather join a party that has an elephant or an ass? Like an ass only weighs like what, 500 pounds, and an elephant weighs like, 5 tons probably, 10 tons. I don't know how much 2 tons, at least 2, 3, 4 tons. I don't know. Google, how much does an elephant weigh? It's at least a ton, right? It's at least 1 ton. It's probably 2, 3, 5. It's 100 tons. Elephants weigh 100 tons. I don't know. Probably like 2 tons, 1 ton, 2 tons. I don't know. A ton is 2,000 pounds, so. What does a horse weigh? Like 1,000 pounds? 2,000 pounds? So what is it, 3, 4, 5 horses? I'm just throwing numbers out here. I don't even know what the numbers are. They're just numbers. It was Hannibal. Was it Hannibal? He had horses, or he had elephants, right? And then the Romans. Was it the Romans? They would hide in their cities, behind their walls. They were metropolitan. They weren't. It was kind of the opposite of. In modern wars, the countries, they take over the cities and they can never take the land side, the outside area. But in the old days, they could take the outside area, but they couldn't take the cities, right? Because the cities had walls. That's kind of weird. Because back in the 80s, the Russians had all the cities in Afghanistan, but they didn't have the country folk. The country folk, they could never pacify the country folk. The rednecks of Afghanistan. Really, they did their old guerrilla shit with their death by 1,000 cuts. I enjoy Judge Dredd as much as the next man, but not in real life. I enjoy being Judge Dredd. I don't want to be Judge Dreaded. Judge Dreaded. It's fun to Judge Dredd, but it's not fun to be Judge Dreaded. Okay? There's a joke. Well, Judge Dredd did have rules that he was upholding. Now, what if he was judge, legislature, and enforcer? That would be really scary, because judge and Dredd, judging and, he didn't get to write the legislation, right? Or maybe he did, I don't know. I'm Judge Dredd. This is how a bill becomes a law. Judge Dredd, Congressman Judge Dredd. Wears a suit. and he walks around with a pistol, I guess. It's like a fingerprint thingy on it. It's kind of like before the Civil War, there was that one fellow who it was like a senator or a congressman. He beat the shit out of another senator or congressman with his cane. That's pretty fucking hardcore. You saw have a friend in there. I don't know. Was it the southern guy who beat the shit out of the north? I think it was the southern guy who beat the shit out of a northern guy. Those northerners were a bunch of fucking wusses, I'll tell you. Southern man knows how to beat the shit out of another man with a cane. They're very good at that. They have, it's ingrained into their society. You know, they got he'd been whipping slaves since he was 13. What a very odd joke. You're going to get caned to death for that joke, I think. I think some southern fella is going to knock you outside of the head for making fun of the Southern Justice. Is that a TV show, or is that a Southern Justice? Is that something? Is there a justice show? Police justice. Taliban justice. Commie justice. The Trotsky. I don't know. There's all these justices. All these Judge Dreds walking around being justicers. Hey, it's kind of light out. You said You said you were gonna be near Crystals, and you're on Bruin Drive. You were wrong. It's 6:02. Is there a sun? Do I see a sun? I guess technically it is not sunrise because the sun is probably below the horizon, but it's putting out light. So, and it was called Yellow. Do. This joke, it did not pan out. It was going to be a better joke, but it was kind of a failure of a joke, so I apologize. See, the lighting of it right now is kind of like the lighting in the beginning of the music video. I think in the end, maybe the sun is fully out. I don't actually remember. His face was very distracting. It was like, you could tell he was lip syncing too. It was, ugh. Yuck. That'd be kind of cool if he just walked on the beach and he didn't sing. He just like looked into the camera and then the song played. That would have kind of been a little creepier, but creepy in a good way. You know, because it's kind of creepier to see someone lip sync, I think, because especially when you can kind of tell, like, ugh. Just like a cold, dead stare into the camera. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I could see that. Wasn't there like these like tears in his eyes? Is it a tear song? I think I only watched like 30 seconds of it and then I listened to it. So I listened to it, but only visually looked at it for like 30 seconds. So, yep, I really didn't do my research for this joke. That's the moral of the story. I didn't do the research, and the joke falls straight on its face. There was a 10 out of 10 joke in there, and I butchered it down to a 2 out of 10. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Stick with Chop Suey or Blowing Up Suns. That's a funner song, I guess. Everybody's going to the party. Have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. Why do they always send I don't know, they always send the senders? Send and receive. Turning. You could try singing System of a Down song in the is it the rhythm or the key of what do you call it, where you take a song and you sing it in another song's beat. Try doing that. That could distract you for a couple of minutes. Everybody's going to the desert. Have a real good time. Okay, that's That's actually kind of harder to do than I thought it would be. That takes some mental processing power to kind of... My brain's not actually that smart. It's, I don't know. You know, everybody's going to the desert. Have a real good time. See, I'm having a hard time remembering the lyrics because I can only remember the lyrics to the System of a Down song when I sing it in the correct pattern. Everybody's going to the desert, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. Okay. Blowing up the desert, going to the desert. Everybody's going to the party, have a real good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. So now I got to take that phrase and stick it in that other song. This would be easier if I wrote down the lyrics. Yuck. Also, this isn't that good of a joke, so I'm not going to actually go write down the lyrics and then, you know. Maybe subconsciously I can do it. I'll just not talk for like half an hour, and then like half an hour later I'll be able to do the song in the correct tune. Is it tune? Probably tune. Dancing in the desert. Okay. I need to write it down. Shit, it's too much work. He says Machiavellianly. He says Machiavellianly. The Dark Triad. The Dark Triad, is that kind of like the Triforce? There's the Triforce and then there's the Dark Triad. You know, for you try. Dancing in the desert, have a real good time. Okay. So there's no real, you don't have any good jokes on this one. You had, the beginning you had, what'd you have? You had talking about music videos. You had death of that one lady. You had, you know, because these memories, they're very hard to remember. There's Harriet the Spy. I guess are you gonna try and find Harriet the Spy on Footlocker? Harriet the Spy. Maybe jerk off to her tits. Maybe see if it's AZN nude. There you go. There's a website. Michelle Trachtenberg, AZN nude. What else is there? There was you didn't have any good jokes. Your ones from yesterday. I liked your ones from yesterday a little better. The ones where you were doing mundane insults on celebrities. That worked better, I think. Give a penny, take a penny. That was a decent joke. That was a good cohesive string. That was a good mat. What are those toy things where you have like a cityscape? It's like a cityscape. The buildings, it's a mat. And on the mat, it's kind of shaped like a city street. Is that what a mat is? M-A-T-T-E? Matte painting? I don't know. Everybody's going to the desert. Have a real good time. Was there a building on there that they tore down? There's a concrete slab. There was a house there at some point, I think. There's a concrete slab there now. Kind of cool. It's a very concrete slabby. Here's a apartment, the back of the apartment. They didn't have, I think they had numbers or letters on this one. Right? That was the number letter apartment complex. You had a gaslight joke. You still didn't do that one. You were going to do that one yesterday. You didn't do it today. I don't feel like doing it today. My quit's not in the right mood. Quit jokes. My quitty. Need some pennies. I guess I need to store up them pennies. Hoard pennies. That's the moral of today's. I think that happened like a couple weeks ago. They were saying they're going to get rid of the penny. I don't know. You're a little behind on the penny hoarder, I guess. Sacrifice your children to the altar of Satan. Have you ever wanted to sacrifice your children to the altar of Satan? Well, come on down to Satan's altars. We've got some altars for you. You put the child on the altar, and the altar is stone, ornately engraved with demonic calligraphy. Okay, that's cool. Ornate demonic calligraphy. Find some hookers to kill. And where's the hookers in Florence? I want some hookers to kill, eh? The cool thing about killing hookers is a lot of the time society does not value them very much, so you can satiate your needs without angering society too much. The great thing about sometimes they're pimps. What if their pimps were connected, the pimp was the friend of the mayor. I don't think mayors normally hang out with the pimps, maybe. Unless they're a higher class pimp. Maybe what are their higher class pimps called? They're burlesque, or I I don't know, bordello. Maybe the bordello owner gets to hang out with the mayor, but the pimps normally don't. The guys with the canes and the purple suits don't, but the fancy fellow who owns the bordello, he might get to hobnob with the big and tall guy. What's that big and tall guy's name? I'm against pimps, but my friend Bob here, he owns a well-established bordello. He does not wear the bordello owner does not wear a purple suit and carry a cane. He has security. Probably has some like black shirt security guys. That'd be kind of cool. I'm a black shirt security guy. I work for the bordello owner. I carry a gun. I have a license for my gun. Whereas the pimp has a unlicensed gun, and he does unlicensed gun and knife business. The bordello owner, you know, he's a little cleaner, I guess. It's kind of like drugs. I'm very odded out because it's, you know, on the one hand, I like the legalization of drugs. But on the other hand, you're putting so many poor people out of business, right? Because they did a lot of drug running, and now it's going to be done cleaner by people in suits and stuff. I feel bad for all the drug people who were in the drug business, and now they're being put out, you know, the mom and pop drug businesses are being put out by the Walmarts of marijuana, coke, LSD, and ecstasy, and, you know, it's kind of sad. It's all just Pfizer. Pfizer sells marijuana, I guess. Can they make synthetic THC without growing marijuana? Can they make, because I was thinking about this, there's that German term for World War II where they couldn't get coffee. Like in the South, they couldn't get coffee during the Civil War. So there was a term in Germany called Ers. It starts with an E. And it means you can't get it, so you fake it. Like, so if you can't have steak, you make like hamburger into the shape of a steak, and you gaslight yourself into thinking it's a steak, I guess. So they would gaslight themselves into thinking they were drinking coffee when they were really drinking like hickory sticks. So I was thinking about this. If America went to war and we couldn't get coffee, can we make synthetic caffeine? How do you get caffeine? Can you make it synthetically, or do they have to grow it out of a plant? I think they can probably make it synthetically. So, you know, if we couldn't get coffee, the country wouldn't like fall apart. Like, you know, if bananas, like let's say the United States couldn't get bananas, the country's not going to fall apart. Now, if like, let's say you couldn't get any fruit, you went to Walmart and there was no fruit in the fruit aisle, you know, my life might go down like 1 or 5%, let's say 5 or 10%. But if the banana disappears, I'm just like, you know, I like bananas a little bit. Not really. I don't probably eat that many bananas, but if there was no fruit in the fruit aisle, that would kind of suck. Like, that would be a 1%, 5% life decrease. It's the opposite of a life hack, a life de-hack. No fruit in the fruit aisle. You know, you want a banana, you have to smuggle it for $20 on a blockade runner. Go in the black market to get some strawberries. You know, like right now I can just go to Walmart and get some blueberries for a probably semi-reasonable price, right? So, Urshnuts. You know, if you didn't have coffee, you could just throw a caffeine pill in some hot water and flavor it with something, right? Tea. They probably have to import tea. Tea probably comes from India. They could maybe grow it. I don't know. What an interesting observation you have on synthetic caffeine and hot drinks. You just throw the caffeine pill in there and dissolve it into the... I just drink hot water with a caffeine pill in it. I don't even want the coffee flavor, really. hickory. Because I'd rather just drink hot water than hickory sticks in water, I think. I don't know. You people are all fucking crazy. Synthetic caffeine production increased 1,000% during the Civil War in the South. I have no clue if that's true. I'm just making shit up here. Sorry. The Southern soldiers were, they were all methed up like the. I'm joking. There's no evidence. I don't even know if meth was invented before. By that time in history, I think it was a World War I invention, probably, The Southern soldiers were gacked up on blue crystals. They were fighting for slavery and blue crystals. Completely making that up. Zero evidence. If you are a Southern person, please do not cane me to death. I'm merely just letting my stupid mind wander in stupid directions because I'm bored. I literally don't care. I really don't care. It was not about states' rights. It was about meth rights. Okay, like if you wanted, you say whatever you want. It was about states' rights to smoke meth. If you want to smoke meth, smoke meth. I fully support you smoking meth. Just don't gaslight me and tell me it's about, I don't know, the price of bananas in banana republics. I don't know. I just don't like being lied to. I mean, that's really all I'm saying. I don't care. You can be a shitty person. Just don't lie to me when doing it, please. I fully support everyone's right to be a shitty person, as long as you don't lie about it. But then again, shitty people normally lie about it. That's the whole problem. Shit. You got yourself in a catch-22 there. So, catch-22 is it's when you have 22 of something and you want 11, I guess. I don't know. It's something about numbers. That number shit's a little too complicated for me. Have you ever tried to catch 22 of something? "22 fly balls." Go to the desert, have a good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. It's like watching a retard try and read. You're just like cringing. Like, can I please change the channel? This is very uninteresting. This is. He can't take the music and put it in the other music. Everybody's going to the desert. Have a real good time. Yeah, I don't even. You fucking lazy piece of shit. Just get a sheet of paper. Be 10 times easier. For you I bleed myself. Try. Is that a Tesla? Nope, it's a Honda. A Honda truck. I didn't know they made trucks that looked like that. When I think of a Honda truck, I think of like a. That looks like it's almost like an F-150-ish kind of look, I think of them as being more like, because I always like those Japanese trucks. They always had kind of a, what was their truck called? They had a truck called was a Highlander, was a Jeep, right? I don't know. It doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Yeah, it does. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If people ain't caring, they ain't caring. It doesn't matter. Okay? If people ain't caring, they ain't caring. It doesn't matter. Shut your face and know your role. Jabroni. Welcome to the jabroni store. What is a jabroni? Is it just a person, or is it jabroni that thing that you drive on the ice? Is that a jabroni? That's a something. It sounds like jabroni, doesn't it? I don't know. What is a jabroni? Dear Google, what is a jabroni? A jabroni is a negative pejorative term used to describe a person who, I don't know, it's a pejorative term, right? It's not a nice thing. Don't go calling people jabronis. Walk up to a cop and be like, hey, what's going on, jabroni? And you'll probably get sticked. You'll get night sticked, probably. Put your arm around the cop. How's it going, jabroni? You're going to get night sticked. So do not use the word jabroni to people in positions of power. That would be my advice. Walk up to random people you don't know, just, how's it going, jabroni? See, look at the awkward look on their face. You have to smile as if you don't know that the term is actually a pejorative. That's the key to a good joke, is to insult someone with a smile and then have them kind of feel awkward, like, does he just not know that jabroni is a negative pejorative term? I mean, the smile says he does not know. Huh. Tacoma? Highlander? What is the Honda truck? What is the Honda truck called? Honda truck. Or is it a Nissan truck? A Nissan? Does it matter? It doesn't matter, jabroni. Know your role and drive the jabroni. What is the thing on the ice called again? It's a jabroni, or is it a? It sounds like a jabroni, right? Is it a jabroni? I don't know. Does it? Could be. It's got a name. The ice. The thing that smooths the ice out. It's a jabroni. It's a Pelosi, a Pinoni, Pagosi, Pagati, Paspati, Degati, Adia, I don't know. Know your role and drive your jabroni. Know your role and drive your jabroni. Drive your jabroni. Drive on the right side. Whenever you drive a jabroni, always drive on the right side. Don't drive on the left. Know your position. Keep your hands on the 3 and the 9. Maintain situational awareness when driving your jabroni. And Zaboni is a Zabroni. Zabroskis. Zablowskis. What was that lady from Saved by the Bell's name? Zach. And then what was the lady's name? So there's a starts with a Z, didn't it? Zabroni. Zach and Kelly Kapowski. She was Polish. Kapowski sounds like a Polish name, right? Owski is a Polish name, isn't it? I don't know. Know your jabroni. Drive your Zabroni? Zaboni? Doesn't matter. Well, that was a pretty entertaining walk. I got some really good morals and lessons out of there. Definitely learned some things. Put some order to some chaos. Definitely put some order to some chaos there. A lot of chaos. Put some order to it. So that was good. Definitely a positive. How many hours did you walk? 2 hours and 30 minutes. That was longer than you thought it was. So it's a half walk too. And you got the you did the Coldplay joke and it didn't do that well. So that sucked.